Hello and welcome to my latest instructional video here in the swing zone at Galston Golf Club. Today we're going to talk about club face control and what that means. Now, I'm a great believer in that our hands and arms control the club face, i.e. do they kind of rotate through too much? So when we do that, when the hands and arms turn over, my right forearm turns over like so, the club face follows. Yeah, okay. Now if we do too much of this motion here, okay, then the club face closes as we hit the golf ball and it creates a hook. The ball goes to the left, a hook or a pull. Or vice versa, if we don't rotate our hands and arms enough, i.e. swing through like this, okay, and the club face doesn't turn at all, doesn't rotate at all, then generally we'll hit the golf ball to the right, either with a push or a slice. Okay, so how do we get the club face straight? How do we get the club face square when we hit the golf ball? Well, that just comes down to a lot of practice. Now, for me, my bad shot tends to go left because I get a bit too handsy through the golf ball. Okay, I really turn the hands and arms over too much, which makes my bad shot go left. So I'm forever coming through the golf ball and feeling that my hands and arms are barely turning over at all. Okay, that's not strictly true. I know they will be turning over, but the more I can feel this through the golf ball, the less those hands and arms will turn over. For a slicer, it might be the opposite. For a slicer, they might want to encourage their hands and arms to turn over, my right forearm to turn over my left forearm, to counteract that club face being open as they hit it and therefore hitting the slice. If I hit a couple of golf shots, you'll see what I mean. So this one here, I'm not going to use my hands and arms at all. I'm not going to try and rotate the club face through the golf ball at all. So I'm going to do this through the golf ball, which will create the left to right spin and therefore hit the ball off to the right. And there it goes, off to the right. So there, I haven't used my hands and arms at all. I've rotated the club face and I've hit it, how far right? 38 yards to the right. You can see the curvature on the golf ball just there. Right, this one, I'm going to try and rotate my hands and arms a bit too much. Now if I rotate my hands and arms a bit too much, then the golf ball will go left. Okay? So two similar golf swings, but one I've over-rotated my hands and arms, and the other one I've under-rotated my hands and arms. And that one there has gone 59 yards left. Okay, quite common. When the bad shot goes left, it tends to go a long way left. When it goes right, it doesn't tend to go as far right, for me anyway. So to hit the straight one is obviously the difficult one. Let's see if I can do that. Can we hit the straight one? Under pressure on the camera, Duncan. Oh, it's pretty good. It isn't too bad at all. Now obviously that comes with a lot of practice, you know. I've been playing the game now nearly 30 years, so my hand-eye coordination and the club face control that I've got with my hands and arms, it's well practiced. But I learned an awful lot of that as a kid, messing about on the practice ground up at Royal Cromer, learning how to hit bad shots, if you like. I would there mess about with my friends, and I would say, right, okay, let's see what happens when I really rotate my hands and arms. And guess what? The golf ball went a long way left. Cool, okay, let's see what happens if I don't rotate my hands and arms. Cool, the golf ball goes right. Okay, so I've learnt that from a lot of practice and experimenting and making mistakes. To find that happy medium just takes a lot of practice, but that's the game that we all play. We're all trying to get that club face square at impact. If we can do that, then we know the golf ball's going to go relatively straight. So why not experiment with your hands and arms? If you're a slicer, try and manipulate the club face through the golf ball so it rotates. Hands and arms turn over like that, and that will close the club face off as you hit it, and you might find you hit a ball to the left. Not the worst thing in the world. Or if you're a hooker, try and feel like you come through and really feel like you're going to hold that club face open or to the right for as long as possible to stop it going left. Okay? And then play around with it, and eventually you will find that happy medium. So, good luck with that. Let me know how you got on. Always interested to know your feedback on how you get on, and any other questions, please let me know. But thanks for watching. and I hope you see you all again soon.